All right, kids. Listen. Don't listen to this podcast.
Don't listen to this.
If you're not of age.
What's of age?
18.
So 16?
18. We're a bunch of dudes, and we're going to say some really bad words.
Breaking news.
Here's what's in the news today.
Here's tonight's top stories. Now with some breaking news.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the news.
Welcome
News.
Breaking news.
Yeah, breaking news.
We like to do these episodes once a month.
Oh, these
right?
are fun.
We've been lacking.
Yeah, it's
You
true.
know.
A little slacky.
This is, man, a lot has happened in November and December. Whew. Jeez.
I know.
Jesus, fuck.
I know. We could definitely make this like
A news podcast.
Yeah.
seriously.
Yeah.
The conspiracy news.
Yeah.
We could definitely go a lot deep into a bunch of stuff that's happened, but we're gonna
These are present day, like,
we're
wild
gonna choose some
stories
highlights,
and-
some
yeah,
good ones.
Yeah, exactly.
It
And
is
it's
fucking
before Christmas, you know? Mm-hmm. You guys do anything special?
No, just already spent way too much money on not myself.
Oh yeah.
I literally
for sure.
bought myself a chair.
And by
And-
and,
but
when I say true, I mean like my wife has. Like I am the worst about fucking buying presents. I go to the mall on December 22nd, 23rd. Literally, that's me.
Or he's like, y'all do gift wrapping, right?
Seriously, I
Dude,
do.
remember those
I go
people
to
who
Macy's,
do
I'm
gift
like, you
wrapping
gift
there?
wrap?
Oh, dude, it's like
Do they still do that?
sometimes, yeah, for sure.
Oh, I'm going there, yeah.
Dude,
You
but
talking
it's
about the
like-
mall?
No, where you bring a bunch
what?
of presents and they wrap it for you.
Damn.
Yeah, at the mall.
Do they still do that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Man, what a hot fucking business. Wrap all my shit.
Yeah.
retail's great.
Yeah, I know.
You're like, I'll pay whatever it costs.
Fuck Amazon.
Fuck Amazon.
I always know I'm too stingy. I'm like, I already spent too much money. I wrap all my own shit. And you can tell. There's way too much
You can
tape.
tell.
That shit is like impossible to open the gifts. Like my poor daughter. I'm like, here, just take the straight razor, baby. Just crack this bitch open. All right.
All right, you guys want to dig into the news?
All right.
Yeah.
Coming up to you. Hot off the fucking presses, baby.
What you
United
got?
Healthcare CEO fatally shot in Manhattan. Suspect remains at large.
This is crazy
This
story.
fucking
This is
just happened.
insanity.
Did
Did you see the video? You saw the video.
We're on the same.
Everybody
Me and
saw
Eric
the
are
video.
on the same group text with the same dudes forever, and we were going deep on this.
Fucking crazy.
So here's, in case you were living under a fucking rock.
Yeah.
Brian Thompson, the CEO of UnitedHealthcare, was fatally shot outside the New York Hilton Midtown Hotel on December 4th, 2024. 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Literally. Motherfucker, shit just happened.
And it looked like a,
Developing story.
I mean, I thought it was fake video. I
did-
saw the video and he's like,
I know.
and like it's perfectly in frame.
I know, it's like,
Like, what the
And
fuck
this
is
was-
happening? Is this real?
Manhattan, right?
Manhattan,
Yeah,
yeah.
so it's like we're not talking about like some back street.
I know, yeah, there's fucking like some middle of nowhere.
I know it's super early, right? Like,
Yeah, here,
yeah.
I'm going to get
yeah,
into
I
it.
can start. Yeah.
All right, so anyways, so the authorities describe it as a targeted attack. The assailant, a masked individual, approached Thompson around 6:44 a.m. So it was like fucking
Fucking
first
early.
thing. Like homie was like just had his like breakfast. It was
Yeah.
like, all right.
Yeah.
So he fired multiple shots and fled the scene on an electric bike. Thompson, what a hipster way to murder someone. Like,
Hipster.
Such 2024.
on a motorized skateboard. He like fled the scene. It's not funny. I'm sorry about this guy.
Yeah, it was autopilot Tesla that pulled up. Get away.
Plaid.
Robo taxi.
So Thompson was transported to a nearby hospital where he was pronounced dead. The New York Police Department has launched an intensive manhunt for the suspect, who remains at large. Investigators have released surveillance images showing the suspect's face captured at an Upper West Side hostel prior to the incident. And I saw a hilarious meme where they had like the pictures and like someone like photoshopped Hillary Clinton's face on the dude.
Oh, really? Oh, my
suspect's still at large. I thought it was fucking. I thought it was
the internet's
hilarious.
so
dude.
ruthless.
It's insane. Like instantly, they're fucking going after
Yeah.
it. So notably, there were shell casings that they found at the scene that were inscribed with the words "deny," "defend," and "depose." So this potentially referencing criticisms of the insurance industry's practices, and authorities are exploring this angle as part of their investigation. Apparently, this is in reference to some particular book. The book doesn't use these exact words, but it's a book.
Oh, I didn't know the book part.
Yeah, so there's a book that this dude wrote about some of the practices of these major insurance companies and how
Like that's their modus operandi.
Yeah,
or
how
whatever.
they're in essence they're there to make money. They're
Yeah.
not there to pay out the money.
So you submit a claim. The first like standard thing is deny it.
Or try to find some loophole that gets them not to pay out.
Yeah.
Like, oh well, you didn't file this.
That's
form.
probably the defend part.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they take you to court. They know you don't have money to pay out or pay a lawyer.
Yeah, that's why they're like, oh, we'll drag this out. Oh, we'll do a settlement. Use $500.
That's crazy that he wrote that on the
Seriously.
showcasing.
So the suspect in the fatal shooting of the UnitedHealthcare CEO remains at large. So surveillance images released by the New York Police Department show the suspect unmasked, smiling, and reportedly flirting with a hostile receptionist days before the incident. I mean,
Oh, those were days. Okay, I thought
boys
that
gonna
was
be
the-
boys,
We
right?
don't, but we don't know that it's him, right?
But how do they know? Yeah, how do the
We know
fuck
it's
do they
him.
know
No,
it's
it's
him?
him. It's him. Look
But
at
how? Why? Just
What do
because
you
he's
mean?
a
Look at
hood?
him. I saw his back.
Look at Jorge or
That's
Sean's
true.
wearing a hood right now. He could be the guy.
Fled the scene. I'm still at Laura. I got the e-bike in my garage.
Although I don't see Sean staying in a hostel.
I did when I went to Europe.
Oh, really? Yeah.
It was fucking awesome. It was the best, dude. It was the greatest fucking experience of my life. The suspect is described as a white male, not me, possibly Eric. Used a fake New Jersey ID to check into the High New York hostel. I didn't know they had fucking hostels in New York. I guess they
Yeah,
do.
dude.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
it's a lot of people. It was on the Upper West Side prior to the shooting. He was last seen wearing the same attire as during the attack. A search of his hostel room did not yield significant evidence. I still don't know how they know that this is the fucking guy.
I know.
That seems like
They don't know
a
that
quick
it's
jump.
the guy.
There instantly. He was at a hostel 2 days ago.
It looked
how
like
do
it
you
to
know?
me.
He didn't see shit from the real.
I don't care. I don't care.
Footage of the shooting, though, you don't see his face.
No, you don't.
You have no idea.
You really see like his chin.
Yeah.
and like that's it. And it's like not 1080p.
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy to see.
Well, he looks the same.
Well, anyways, the investigators
White
believe the suspect arrived in New York City on November 24th, 2024, possibly traveling by bus from Atlanta. He is thought to have conducted surveillance of the Hilton Hotel before the attack. The weapon used in the assassination was a rare Brugger and Tomet VP9. Interesting. Brugger and Tomet VP9, because I have an H&K VP9.
Huh.
And is this from?
This is from the New York
It's
Post.
from New York Post.
Yeah, which is interesting that they have two guns from different manufacturers called the same exact thing. I thought that was interesting. So
But
it's
they don't really know, right? Because they haven't caught him, have they?
no, they have not caught him.
Yeah.
But I don't think they even found the gun.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
But they're just guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Based
fucking
on the video.
New York Post is like
That's-
making some strong claims here.
Yeah.
Based on the video.
Yeah, based on the literal pixelated video, VHS quality video. So this is resembling a World War II spy gun, suggesting a professional level plan. Okay, so
What-
New York
what-
Post is trying to sell papers here.
What you do see is that he had a suppressor on it, which was
Well, they haven't confirmed that.
no, you could clearly see it.
They haven't
But-
confirmed it.
You can see it.
And we're talking guns for a second, right? So, wasn't there? This is what I read, but wasn't it a suppressor? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then subsonic,
Well, no, this okay.
or that's what they think.
So the reason that they're speculating that he was using subsonic rounds, and this to explain what a subsonic round is. So obviously, when you fire a bullet, it's traveling so fast that it's breaking the sound barrier, which is what they call sonic. So it makes a loud. There'll be a loud. That's why bullets are so fucking loud. A, the explosion, and B, it's breaking the sound barrier, which is causing a loud pop.
Yeah.
So subsonic rounds travel slower than the speed of sound,
Which
Therefore-
doesn't matter if you're like 5 feet away.
True, but
Which
he
he was like 5-10 feet
Yeah,
away or
but
whatever it was.
it's much quieter. And if you look, there's many YouTube videos where people will fire a suppressor and using subsonic rounds with a suppressor, and it's extremely quiet. It's like weirdly quiet.
Wow.
Yeah, it's still loud. It's
still
like,
loud,
in
but-
comparison to a real gun. You're like, it's like what? Like,
Yeah.
how is that fucking?
Sounds like a
possible?
BB gun maybe
Gotcha.
or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's just not loud. It's weird.
Okay.
So they speculated that it was using subsonic rounds. They also speculated because of the use of subsonic rounds. That's why, because you notice that it's either the gun jamming multiple times,
Yeah.
which in and of itself is
noticed that.
rare.
That's
Jamming
true.
every
That's a good
time.
point.
I have fired my guns many times.
Yeah.
Never had a jam, not once.
yeah.
Guns do jam though. That's true.
Was it? Did it?
But
Look like,
handguns-
Did it look like it was jamming, or did it look like he
Well,
had to
at first-
reload every shot?
First, it looked like
No.
he was racking the slide each time.
so maybe
But
that
that's
wasn't jamming.
No, but that's indicative of a jam.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Because
If he knew what he was
Any
doing. Because
semi-
maybe he didn't know what he was doing. He's like, oh, I got to do the like rack every time.
No, if he's racking it again, then there's going to be extra spent. There's going to be other. If the gun is loaded, when you shoot a gun, the force propels the slide backwards and then chambers another round.
Yeah.
If he's then racking the slide again, it would then eject an unspent shell.
Yeah,
True,
okay.
true.
And that would be weird. Like maybe he was like trying to write more shit, but like if he inscribed the fucking shell cases with that,
No, that was done before.
yeah, there would be extra.
I wonder what it was
unspent
inscribed
rounds.
to. Like, was it just like a permanent marker?
Right.
No, he probably I probably etched it on
He
there.
etched
I think
it?
he etched it on
Oh,
there.
that's a
yeah.
lot of work. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, he just killed a dude, so I mean, I don't think he's
right?
like worried about 20 minutes fucking carving in some fucking inscription on bullets.
Yeah.
So that was all. It's all speculation. It's even like
All of it is.
It's, I even read today. I mean, it's clearly a suppressor. I mean, let's be real. It's
Yes.
clear. It's clearly
Yes.
a fucking suppressor. Like
Yeah,
no
clearly,
fucking
yeah.
handgun is that fucking big. It's like
No.
unless it's like Dirty
Yeah.
Harry.
Yeah.
Totally true.
So it's clearly a suppressor.
Yeah.
But the NYPD is not saying it's speculation because they haven't found the weapon, which is why the New York
Which,
Post,
by the way, in
New York
New-
Post saying
It's all based on video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's all
Well,
based on video.
anyway, never mind. I was gonna say New York, like it's so much harder to get it, but this guy was from out of town anyway.
Yeah, it's extremely difficult. It's
That's
even
right.
difficult to get it in a Florida, very pro-gun state. It's extremely difficult as
Yes.
a suppressor. It's so fucking annoying.
expensive.
It's expensive. You have to have a trust. It's like a fucking whole process. It's
Wow,
super
really?
annoying.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah, one of our buddies has one, and it's like it took him fucking a year. It took
Yeah.
him a year to get
Really?
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's in a trust, so,
So,
it's like,
in theory, do you think he was just given the gun?
It's
Or like-
either
well, let's
yeah.
finish the story before we get
Okay,
there.
yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
But I do want to say I think it's bullshit that New York Post is like, he was using a rare Brugger and Tom at VP9. Don't have the gun. Don't know that's true. And then resembling a World War II spy gun.
I know.
Get the fuck out of here.
They
New
put
York
it. They
Post.
put it in Google Image. You know where they go like, what is this weapon?
Like, so that's
ChatGPT, tell me what this is.
It's absolute bullshit that they wrote that. Just wanted to say. So after the shooting, the suspect fled on an electric bike and later disappeared, possibly leaving the city by bus. Authorities are analyzing evidence, including a mobile phone and surveillance footage, to track his movements.
Mm-hmm.
The NYPD and FBI have released images of the suspect and are offering a $10,000 reward, which
Kinda
is
low.
Yeah, real low.
Yeah.
Kind of low.
For information leading to his arrest. Brian Thompson, he was in New York City to attend a UnitedHealthcare Group annual Investor Day conference.
Okay.
The event was scheduled to take place at the New York Hilton Midtown Hotel, which is why obviously he was there.
Yeah.
And so, he was shot outside of the hotel that morning before the conference even happened.
yeah.
So,
Which they did still hold. A
No, they
conference.
didn't. They canceled
No, they
it.
did.
They canceled it.
Are you sure?
I don't know. You were
Okay, because my
Really?
very creditable source on X,
Instagram.
my X source.
Elon Musk.
My insider. We're gonna look that up.
I read that they canceled it, but we'll double check on it.
I read that they still
did it
did
anyways?
it, and they were like kind of joking about like, did they fucking like step over his body and like,
Oh,
okay,
man.
the show must go on.
yeah, the show.
What about these? What about these
Now
fourth
keep it-
quarter earnings, baby?
Again, this is a news story happening right now, so we don't
True.
know. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Jorge could be right, and I don't fucking know. I just read that they canceled it.
Yeah.
So-
Well, I trust X more than the New York Post. Just want to throw that out
Oh,
there.
well, this does say Wall Street Journal. Here we go. Following the incident, UnitedHealthcare Group CEO. So there's like UnitedHealthcare and UnitedHealthcare Group because
Yeah.
so they're,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's like UnitedHealthcare is like because most, if you don't know, most insurance companies also have a financial services aspect to
Entity
them
or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like all that shit. So UnitedHealthcare Group CEO Andrew Whitty canceled the event due to the devastating news.
Okay. Is that
One
from-
for Eric.
Yeah.
Is that
yeah.
Wall Street
Wall Street
Journal?
Journal.
Wall Street Journal.
Damn it.
I'm gonna.
X
Fucking Eric.
loses again.
You owe me so much.
So one of the interesting tidbits, which we've been getting, like everyone's kind of been like, wait, what? So he was implicated in a class action lawsuit filed in May by the City of Hollywood Firefighters Pension Fund. The suit alleges that Thompson, along with UnitedHealthcare Group CEO Andrew Whitty and Executive Chairman Stephen Hemsley, engaged in insider trading by selling substantial amounts of company stock totaling over $120 million. It's not a little bit of stock. It's a hell of stock.
That's a lot of money.
After becoming aware of a reopened Department of Justice antitrust investigation into UnitedHealth's acquisition of Change Healthcare, This investigation, which began in October 2023, was not disclosed to shareholders until February 2024. Big fucking no-no. Like, you have to disclose any...
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's literally, that's SEC law. SEC law is like, you have to file what's called an 8K.
Yeah.
An 8K is a form you file when there's any sort of
Sale?
thing. No.
Material change,
Any
right?
material change.
Yeah.
Okay.
And anything that could materially affect the stock price, because obviously the SEC's sole purpose for existence is to protect investors.
Yeah.
So something like that is a huge thing that investors need to know about.
Yeah, but check this out. I'm looking at it right now, and year to date, they're still up 4.5%. So like, it still went up.
Weird.
Even
seems
even
weird.
Yeah,
That
even
seems
despite
weird to
that
me.
selling.
Stock market sketch, bro.
I know.
Fucking CEO is gunned down in the street and the stock market doesn't do anything.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a little weird. They're under investigation, obviously for potential insider trading, and then obviously the DOJ case about them having antitrust, which is in essence having a monopoly on the insurance industry. Because if you think there's only like 3 major insurance companies, like giant ones that dominate everything, I think it's like UHC, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and like one other ones. So this lawsuit claims that Thompson sold approximately $15 million worth of his shares on February 16th, 2024, prior to public revelation of the DOJ probe, which was released in February. So it must have been like 2 days later. They're letting them know. These actions are alleged to have violated securities laws by withholding material information from investors while profiting from insider knowledge. It does. That's a fact. That is a fucking fact. That is insider trading. It is. That is insider trading. Yeah. He's trading his securities off of information that has not been released to the public. So the legal proceedings are ongoing, and UnitedHealthcare Group has not publicly commented, of course,
No, of course.
allegations.
Okay. Yeah.
So do you think it's more related to that insider trading, or is it more of like probably some disgruntled, guy that got his claim denied or whatever?
Hard.
I mean, I think it was... you want me to go?
Yeah, no, go. You go. Yeah.
I think it was probably having to do with the whole insider trading antitrust thing, and then they just inscribe that shit on the fucking bullets to like just throw off the sale.
Interesting.
Because I'm sorry, it's like I just don't see like some like random dude coming in like, you deny my claim, and then he's like, yeah, I'm gonna have an e-bike as my escape route. Like,
Dude,
I just don't see
Although
like
it
that.
worked.
Dude,
It
that's
worked.
But also, he's from out of town, so he's just like in Manhattan, especially. Like, you
Dude.
can rent those e-bikes so easily, like on the side of the road.
Interesting thing. There's a post on X about this guy who.
Oh, so now X is credible.
X has always been credible. You were just wrong about the last thing. I love
know,
X.
I see some weird shit
X
on
is, X is the shit though, for the most part.
Yeah.
I love it though. No, this dude who randomly is like, yeah, and he cooperated. He gave all this information to the authorities. He apparently he maps the data of the e-bikes.
Oh yeah,
And
that
so
makes
like
sense.
he just
Yeah.
it's just something he does because you're just curious, like curious to how they work and like their patterns and stuff. And so he's like, there was two e-bikes rented out, and there was only one that was within 10 minutes of the shooting or some shit in the vicinity.
Yeah,
and
that's interesting.
And then because he literally had this post like, I think I know where the guy is, because he tracked that particular thing
to where it went,
e-bike to where that e-bike went.
Yeah.
And it was like, he was like, literally, I think I know where the
Yeah.
fucking shooter is, like, right now.
Yeah.
And did he happen to leave like a little bag with his ID and with his social security?
He like jerked off into the bag.
Semen.
Like, fuck it, a little swab, a little saliva swab too.
Like in like a little case.
No big deal.
Fucking used condom there. On the gun.
So so a couple of things, right? First off is Alan Dershowitz, who's funny enough, an old time lawyer who has been around a lot of celebrities. He proposed a theory that Thompson hired himself.
To kill himself?
To kill himself.
Why? It's like, I don't want to go to jail. Kill me. Do it. Kill me.
okay.
Weird theory. Yeah, weird theory. I think that
Oh,
was
maybe
weird.
because if he has like a crazy life insurance policy for his
Yeah, I
family,
don't know. Or he was about to go to jail.
yeah, so he's like trying to set up the fam.
I don't know. You know?
Ooh,
That shit goes null and
That was
void when
that
you
was
when you got a
that was
Prius.
a wild theory.
Yeah.
The other thing that I thought was weird was, did you notice the clothes?
Of the gunman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was a couple people on X who analyzed his outfits,
Yeah.
and like the backpack is like $300.
Oh.
Meaning his whole fit is super expensive.
Oh, so he's on some like
Right.
scrub.
Yeah, it's like bankrolled or like he's not like
He's
a
got the-
dude living in a hostel when you have a $300 backpack.
He's got the Lululemon joggers on.
I thought they were just interesting little.
He's got
like,
the Yeezy
slides. Okay, and then last question. We'll move on to the next ones. But where do you think he is?
He's probably at some fucking CIA black site vibing, having some fucking kombucha.
Dude, I mean, when you go to Canada,
They would accept you.
it's got to be the closest, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
8 hours.
Yeah.
And he's been gone for what, 36 or 24?
Yeah.
I don't know what the time is, but
That's not a bad hide
Thought?
That's actually a good idea.
he e-biked to a different hostel. The e-bike
he's
ran
still
out.
there.
Took a bus.
He like lost the
Yeah.
juice.
He took a bus to Montreal and
And then fucking Bob's your uncle.
yeah.
I like
All right.
that. I like that. That's a good theory.
All right, Jorge, over to you.
All right, so in my world, you guys know I do marketing, so this is pretty new to me. That actually just came out today, so
Yeah.
that's how
Then
new
we're
it
gonna
is.
be like
Breaking
that fucking
news,
hot off the presses.
hot off the press here, which is a TikTok ban. The federal judge upholds a TikTok ban, which just happened today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing it. Like it was like, well, Eric sent it, and I was like,
Yeah,
"Ugh."
yeah. So basically, the deal is that they were going through some court, trying. So this actually already had started before the
Yeah,
TikTok ban.
yeah.
Some of you guys might know. Actually, I think we put it in one of our news, right?
We did a news
Yeah,
like
it was,
yeah,
yeah, it
8
was.
months ago.
This is like
or
a news
something.
update.
Yeah.
And so it was basically going through the courts. They did appeal it, but then the federal judge says, nope, it's going through.
Still going through.
It's going through. So on January 19th is when it's set to basically shut down.
So weirdly enough, Trump steps into the
Yes.
White House
2 days afterwards.
2 days later.
One
what
day,
is-
no? 20th or 21st?
I think
21st. I think it's 21st.
I think it's normally the 20th, but Sunday is
Okay.
So I think they'll push
Yeah,
it to
the
a Monday.
Monday,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
So
But
technically, he can't do shit about
for
it.
2 days.
No, but
Yeah.
but could he do shit about it anyways? How
I
do you?
don't
How,
know.
how does the president even like stop that?
I know.
Like if a federal court, he's like, pardon.
So basically, he can the
An
attorney
order?
general that he's assigning. He could tell the
oh,
attorney general,
reopen the case or something.
or just basically not enforce the
ban. The sale.
ban.
The
So the ban is basically like no if they don't sell it. By the way, which TikTok already said they're not going to sell.
Oh,
So-
they did do a
They
stance
did
on
say
that?
it,
They're
yeah.
like,
I'm
no.
sorry, but if I was one of the main dudes of TikTok, I'm like, why don't we just sell it? I'm trying to
there's
get rich.
Are you kidding? TikTok.
I'm trying to get
This
rich,
is-
bro.
Dude,
There's
I would-
170 million people that are on TikTok.
I'd sell the shit out of that, dude. I've been living on a fucking island for like,
Sean, you would have sold it at like 100,000 users.
so
like,
true.
Like so long
give me
ago.
10K and we're good. It's yours. Take it.
Give me like 4 Yinglings and a Modelo.
It's like, listen.
Call it a deal.
Yeah. 2 packs of American Spirits and we're fucking handshaking.
So
Do you agree with this?
I don't agree with it, and I think that TikTok does have a case to make, which they're going to stand on the First Amendment.
Yeah.
And they're basically saying that they're infringing on Americans' First Amendment and the companies.
Sure.
To not, to close this down is to infringe on that.
We went over this when we
Yeah,
talked about it
yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Like about this it does set a weird precedent.
For
That-
sure.
That
That's the
anytime
part I don't
the
like.
government can be like, well,
I don't like your company.
I think they're owned by China.
Yeah.
Shut
But
them
so,
down.
so
Like,
that's why, right?
Yeah.
And
They
also
think it's owned by China, and all that data is then going to
I don't know
the
what
China Republic, the
just-
Republic
yeah.
of China.
I don't know why, like, what China can do with TikTok data. Like, yeah, this other new, like, I don't think there's any real valuable information.
Yeah.
On
that's
TikTok.
what
I'm
that's what I
sorry.
think too. But the propaganda, the black propaganda about it is that they're spying on Americans,
Yeah.
and they're an adversary of America.
I don't mind if they're like, damn, Eric's looking at a lot of twerk videos right now. Damn.
What do we?
I mean, I get your point, like, right? Which is like,
Like, what are they
gonna?
They're gonna be
have?
like, yep, we got him.
But again, it goes back to the psyche of an American and like taking over.
Well, dude,
I don't know.
I mean,
that data,
look-
it's so.
look what happened. Like, it's happened throughout our history.
Yeah.
And we did the same thing with the Russians and the Soviets. Like, anything that was like, anything could be construed as communism, and that's
Yeah, but-
instantly like, "Rah!"
But you know what's fucked up? I mean, Zuckerberg just recently came out and admitted that the White House pressured him to put out, you know,
Yeah,
or
of
to
course.
block certain information, or to put out, or
But of course, no
pump
one does
certain
shit.
information.
They just released. They just
Totally.
released the COVID, the fucking whole COVID report.
I know.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
I didn't. See
We
that.
should have added. We're going to
should
talk
have
about it right
added
now.
that.
Literally, the White House released the whole COVID report. They spent a fucking year doing it. They're literally like, yeah, it was bullshit. Like literally, like they were pressured. They pressured the.
It was like chaos, and they didn't know what to do.
and so, but they pressured them, and they used false information. They literally admitted in the thing. It admits that they were like, yeah, this was not based on any science. It was likely from a lab in Wuhan.
That's some bullshit.
And it was like, dude, it was like everything that we, as the conspiracy theorists, we were afraid to do it because we didn't want to get canceled.
Yes.
But like literally saying, like,
I know. Do you remember we like didn't say the word?
no, we
Yes.
used to say the 2020 situation or whatever, like, whatever we call it. Like,
So true, dude.
Fucking, we didn't want Spotify to nuke us.
Oh, that's so true.
No, but they were literally, they literally proved that like it was all bullshit.
Yeah.
Like the mask was bullshit. The fact that it, you know, the whole, oh, it didn't come from a lab in Wuhan, bullshit.
Yeah.
And like everything was fucking bullshit, dude. Like literally from the White House.
Now
Biden's White House.
We should do a whole episode on it now. I think.
know.
I,
Oh,
think,
100%.
I think we're
It's
good.
coming back,
Yeah, I
baby.
think we're good.
We
Now.
just got
I think we can,
exonerated.
like,
Dude, we should do a Wuhan bat
yeah,
episode.
yeah.
You know what I mean? The
China virus.
China.
Let's just go deep on it.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
COVID like
Yeah, I'm
100
down with
times
that.
now. COVID.
So
Also, are
you guys
we-
know if we get canceled, then
Yeah, for sure.
This
God
will
damn.
be
Are we ready for vaccines too?
the episode.
Doing an
Yeah.
episode on vaccines.
Oh, I mean, the White House has said it's all bullshit, so
Yeah.
I'm in.
Although, I mean, I got a couple clients that I actually having a hard time because YouTube is suppressing anything related to like health. They just label you as what's the word they use? Speculative.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
It's cool. We've been labeled that like years ago.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm like,
labeled
I
conspiracy.
got family members that think I'm speculative.
Conspiracy theories.
We have like 100,000 followers on Facebook, and we get one like. 'Cause we're super suppressed.
Yeah, Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook
Meta
hates
is
us.
like, fuck you. Like, we do
they
not
hate
like
us.
you at all.
So we need you guys to leave us a review. Help us out.
Exactly.
Help boost the algorithm.
All right.
what's next on the
what's the
docket?
next-
All right.
Let's move on to the next one, which is the president. So on to politics now.
God damn it.
Of course, right? So Joe Biden pardons Hunter Biden.
Dude, I've seen so many like compilation videos.
I
of
know,
this.
it's so
the
good.
best.
So okay,
I sent you guys.
I'll
one.
be very honest.
Yes.
I'm very open to like Biden's administration and all that sort of thing. And I was, you know what I mean? Like I was very open to that side of things. This pissed me off more than anything that he's done.
So fucking yeah.
I literally wouldn't. You know me. I didn't
know.
rant about Biden. I didn't
No.
Yeah.
I didn't fucking be like this.
Eric's
fucking guy.
Eric's
I was
always
very-
had his
yeah.
always had his feet in both ponds.
Yeah, exactly. But this fucking pissed me off.
It was the fact that everyone, like all of the, you know, the more left wing media was all like, oh, like they were.
Nobody is above the law.
No, they were.
Nobody.
They were,
Like that's the one thing they
No,
kept
the fact
saying.
that they were running it as like this like pedestal for Biden. Biden, when he does, he's gonna let the law.
Yep,
be the-
yep.
So the thing is, like, it's not the issue of him pardoning his son. Because, like, of course you would. I would do it 100% tonight. I'd be like, pardon, you're fucking free.
If it was your son,
I know,
yeah.
100%. But the fact that he said
I
he
know.
wouldn't do it, and they were pumping it like he wouldn't do it, and then
So
he's like,
hypocritical.
pardon.
Exactly.
So hypocritical.
No one's above the law.
You know what's great?
Trump, no one's above the
You know
law.
what's great is Trump requested that that the judge basically pardons him and uses the same language that that was used for Hunter, so that he was something like persecuted politically or whatever the wording is.
You
or
know what
whatever.
would be the smartest move for Biden, like in his legacy,
Hmm.
is to pardon Trump.
Dude,
That's not a bad move.
Dude,
for
he
him.
would get
If
like.
I
For
should
his
be
legacy.
a PR fucking publicist,
I know,
motherfuckers.
like literally,
I
look,
should do this.
They were
Yeah.
like, you're gonna get
Do you know
like
what I mean?
That's a good move for PR. Yeah.
for
Yeah.
for PR purposes,
And
it's
they'd
a
be like-
genius move.
They'd be like, "All right, buddy."
yeah.
No, we were like,
Yeah,
you know what,
buddy.
you're good.
That would be
You're
also
cool.
the ultimate confirmation that he just like hates the Harris and like
Yeah,
the
I know.
Pelosi
Well, dude,
and
the
like
thing
the
is,
whole
like, I think that
deep state that like basically pushed him out.
I think that he was a part of it, and then they fucked him, and he's like, Oh wait, what?
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
even-
Oh, you're fucking me now?
Yeah.
He's super on vacay too, by the way.
Oh, dude, that dude has not left
He's
the
done.
beach in the last like 6 weeks. He's
done.
like fucking.
He's like, whatever. What happens to America happens to America.
He's off the reservation. He's eating like applesauce right now. Like he's not fucking doing anything.
So, does that what does a pardon do? Do you guys know? Like,
he cannot be. It's like a.
Oh.
It's like
Is it
immunity.
just
No,
a
so
time
check
period
this
too?
out. He
Yeah.
went back. The pardon goes
Yeah, they
back
pardoned him back.
11
They
years or
pardoned him
whatever it
11.
is.
So
So
any
it basically
crimes that
covers
he could be charged for, he's not.
and
I
for
want a pardon.
And for the future, like I forget what the future date was, but it was like up to this point.
Yeah.
Whatever crimes are pardoned. It's like fucking ridiculous.
I want a fucking pardon. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I'm literally. It's like immunity.
That's crazy. I mean, it's hypocritical. It's nepotism. It's all the things. I mean, it's a weird nepotism. It's not like nepotism, but it's like
No, I know what you mean. Yeah.
yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
But I always thought, like, I personally think the whole pardon system is kind of like bizarre.
I know,
and
it is
weird.
weird.
Like,
Yeah.
I have the authority to exonerate you from all of your crimes.
You
That
know what's
seems a
weird?
little bizarre.
You know what's strange is it's a tradition.
I know, but see, like, I
know, that
think
is
the
very
tradition is
strange.
insane. I don't think anyone should be able to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just seems a
Or
little
why
too
don't you
powerful.
Why don't you pardon them at the beginning if they deserve the pardon?
Yeah, like I
Do
understand,
it like in the middle of your fucking.
I understand, like
administration.
pardoning someone that like maybe if it's more speculative, there's not really a lot of evidence, and there seems
Yeah.
like there's maybe some mischief in it, and you're like, you know what?
Yeah.
No, like this person
Yeah.
is innocent. Like a lot of people believe they're innocent, but no one believes Hunter Biden. is
No.
innocent. no
Come on
one in
now.
their right mind.
Nobody.
It doesn't matter what your political affiliation. No one believes
Nobody.
that dude is
Yep,
fucking.
even the left.
There's,
Yep.
It's literally on camera him like fucking hookers
Dude.
and like smoking crack.
So-
I mean, come on, dude. It's
So-
on camera. He's on camera.
Are there any other implications of the pardon? Does that make sense? Meaning, like, does it protect the Biden family?
No, it just protects Hunter.
Okay.
The pardon is for Hunter
That's right. And
specifically.
And that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He would have to.
It was a full and unconditional pardon covering
Unconditional?
all unconditional covering
Unconditional.
Jesus Christ.
it covers all federal offenses committed between January 1st, 2014 and December 1st, 2024.
10 years?
Yes.
Fuck. He's like, yeah, for the next 70 years.
He's just untouchable.
There's a meme of Biden or Hunter, and his face is imposed on the Joker.
Oh yeah, out the window.
And he's out the window. He's like, fuck yes.
and they like put like coke on his
So great. Yeah, it's like,
It's hilarious.
dude.
The internet's undefeated.
I know.
Includes specific charges such as tax evasion, illegal firearm possession, as well as any other potential federal
And
crimes
meanwhile
within that
Wesley
time
Snipes
frame.
spent fucking
Yeah.
8 years in prison
God,
for
fuck
fucking
up.
tax evasion.
God damn it.
It's like what the fuck?
That's insane.
But dude, did
Yeah.
you see the View thing when? So like Charlemagne, Charlemagne the God was on the View.
I hate
Charlemagne,
that guy. I hate
Charlemagne the
that
God
guy.
is so like
I don't know who that is.
So he's like a radio host. He like this
Like,
motherfucker.
Is it Hot
hate-
97 or one of
something
those? Right?
like that, like Atlanta
Some like
or
New
some
York
shit,
hip hop
or New York.
station.
Yeah, he fucking hates Trump and like
Oh,
literally-
yeah.
like hates him. You know the View hates Trump now.
Yeah.
They didn't used to, but he's on there and he's like, yeah, this is fucking bullshit. and then like literally like Whoopi Goldberg like fucking freaks out. And then it's so funny like the way that they try to spin it. And like it can't. And Charlemagne the God's point is like, look, it happens on both sides. And he's like,
Yeah.
and he made a really good point. Is like, you know, when you're super affiliated with one side, you're on a team, and when you're on that team, you're unable to like think analytically about the other side and about what your team's doing because you're so like
you're trying to win.
You're so like on it. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
we can't do any wrong. And he's like on both sides. So he's like Republicans and Democrats. We should both like be able to see like, hey, like what this person's doing isn't right, which is totally true.
Yeah.
Like 100%.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, wow, that's a fucking rational motherfucker.
Yeah, he's been like backstepping for a couple weeks already.
No,
like,
but then
couple
the view
months.
it was hilarious. They were like, well, I don't think what he did is bad. Like maybe it's pragmatic. Like Biden's being pragmatic because he knows that Trump's an enemy and this and that. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's the worst show. Man.
Dude, it's like I'm
Can't
like,
stand
dude,
that. I can't
like,
stand
why
those
can't
girls.
people just accept like, hey, like he reneged on it, like
Yeah.
like he lied, like just admit that he lied. Who cares?
One of the funniest things is also trying to watch the press secretary trying to like explain herself.
I saw that too. I saw that too.
Yeah, and this
She's
is-
like, I'm not going to say it again.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it again.
And just to the point, this is not like some political rant. It was like every side is fucked up, and I think the government 90% of the government's corrupt. All sides. It doesn't matter
pretty
fucking
much.
what your affiliation. I just think it's funny that like I said in the beginning, I would 100% pardon my kid.
Yeah.
100%.
I know.
But just own it,
Don't
right?
just
Like,
own
you-
it. Just
still
own
mad
it.
about
Just
it.
admit it. Like, of course I'm pardoning him.
mad
He's my
about
son.
it.
Of course I am. Don't
I'm still
lie.
mad about it. I think Biden's just like, fuck it now.
Oh, dude.
Fuck, I'm going to get mine now.
I guarantee
Yeah.
he's just abusing. He's like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go the other way on the highway.
Yeah.
Get the fucking Secret Service on it.
Fucking-
All right, so
he's
what
like
you-
he's stealing China in the different rooms. You know what I mean? He's like
In
bagging
Lincoln's
shit.
bed. He's
Yes.
like, fucking come with me.
Yeah, exactly.
So what you got, Eric?
Okay, Bitcoin. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Bitcoin surges past 100,000 for the first time.
Ever.
Historic moment for cryptocurrency.
Went up to
around
like
the world.
103, right?
Yeah, 103,000. It passed the mark. It's kind of been floating around there.
Yeah, it went down to like 96 and then it went back up over 100.
Flash crash.
Yeah. I mean, you know,
Yeah, someone who's like, I'm selling rich.
the surges have been attributed to institutional investments, the new cycle, the new 4-year cycle of how it's called deflation because there's less quantities available.
Yeah,
so
so
every
the price goes up.
halving,
Yeah.
it goes. And so just
Well, it's-
theoretically, mathematically, it should.
It's simple supply and demand.
Yeah.
Also supply and demand.
And also Trump's very pro
That's right.
crypto.
The new administration is the most pro crypto of all administrations.
Yeah.
But like you
So-
were saying, there's been a lot of, in terms of institutional investors,
Yeah.
a lot of these companies now, even this random public companies, they're buying Bitcoin and they're able to,
Yeah.
they literally hold the Bitcoin as actually like a line item in their treasury.
Yeah.
So it's like, it becomes like, in essence, like like an additional like kind of finance backing for their own companies.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like, that's
And
why it's
even,
been huge. Yeah.
They even figured out how to put retirement money into Bitcoin
like 401,
funds.
401k.
Oh, that's huge.
So you're not actually owning the Bitcoin, but you're owning
The fund that
fund-
it's traded on.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
that's
So it's
controlled by Wall
safer.
So it's like ETF.
Yeah.
It's safer,
Quote,
but it's
unquote.
still money flowing into,
Yeah.
whatever. Anyways, as part of this, and this frenzy is going to keep going. Jorge and I talk about it all the time.
I know.
We going to be rich, motherfuckers. We going to be rich.
Meanwhile, Eric always sells at the wrong time.
I know.
Shit.
So basically,
I know. Jorge buys at the wrong time.
Yeah, that's true.
Jorge
True,
buys
true.
at the
watch,
peak.
just watch in March, like, there's no more podcasts. We just disappeared.
Well,
We're
Eric
in
will
some
disappear.
fucking
I'll
island.
still be here.
Yeah.
Eric will be sending me a $50 stipend
Yes.
just to keep me quiet.
Just to keep the
Stay
name.
off the mic. Just to stay off the
Stay
mic.
out the mic. Shut the fuck up.
So, as part of the Bitcoin surge, there's also meme coin surges, and there's a lot going on in the altcoin market and all that sort of thing.
This is the perfect time for boob
Boob
coin.
coin.
One of
Boom
these
coin has
things,
never been
on
ready.
that note, Tuah girls
Oh,
in
yeah.
the news. Tuah girl, if you don't know who that is,
You're literally not alive.
Haley
You've not- you're not even-
Hailey Welch.
Who I
she's-
hate.
She's now you hate her?
Dude.
You
She-
just hate that she succeeded.
So you're a
Not
hater.
that she's
You don't know.
You're just a
her.
hater.
She seems like a nice girl, yeah.
Dude, I just hate that. It's not that I hate her.
We were talking
I
about
hate
this
this- I
earlier
hate
with your
this-
wife. We were
Yeah,
talking about
true.
earlier where like you hate people.
I hate
but,
the society.
but you
Yeah.
hate their. You hate how
I-
they succeeded in the way they succeeded.
No, but it's not even. I love people who succeed through like honest effort. But like getting rich by saying you like suck a dick, it's like a little insane to me. Is that not like, fucking crazy to
Not
you?
even just sucking a dick. It's like
Oh, you're so hot too. Spit on that thing. I'm like, yeah, no shit.
Back
bitch.
to TikTok. This is why I can't get banned.
Dude,
you
I know.
can't get
You
more
can't-
hot tour girls.
I know, right?
It's like you'll never be rich.
Okay, so what happened though is she decided, or at least her team decided, to
team?
launch a coin,
Meme coin.
and it was called the Hawk coin.
Yeah.
It released, it pumped like crazy, and then within hours, down
It,
like
like-
95%.
Oh wow.
I mean, there was clearly some pump and dump scheme.
Oh, yeah.
I guarantee, like
Yeah.
they pumped it, dumped all
so
of it.
the crash was attributed to a lack of liquidity and alleged pump and dump schemes of Tuah's circle.
Smart. I would have
Yeah.
did the same fucking shit. Obviously, no one had told anybody. About it.
yeah.
So Haley came out and said she didn't know about this, or at least she didn't do any wrongdoing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she promised to do a relaunch and do some sort of restitution of an airdrop where you give out coins to those that were affected by the crash.
This is
So
why. This is why
how
you
much
don't have
money
a team
does
you
she
can't
make?
make.
At a certain point, the Hawk Tuah at its peak was worth $500 million.
Yeah, but how much money did she make?
It's so funny to me. I love fake. It's such funny money. Yes.
Such a fucking pyramid scheme.
I
Dude,
know.
it's the fact that
It's
people still like
insane.
buy like if you know anything about crypto, it's like obviously I understand like a utility coin that has like an ulterior purpose that can do something. That
yeah.
can literally
Yeah.
do anything.
But, like,
hot coin does nothing.
Oh, yeah. So if you wanted to define, so meme coin has no use.
No value. It doesn't do anything.
So Doge is a meme.
It's a meme coin.
Or
Yeah.
Shibu.
Yeah, Shiba Inu is a meme coin.
Meme
Yeah.
coin. So
Yeah.
they don't have a use anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe they did at one point, and then they forked off. But they
never did.
They
No, they
don't
never
have
did.
a
They
point.
never had any utility.
So Hawk coin is a meme coin.
And then what we mean by like utility is obviously the cool thing about crypto is blockchain.
Yeah.
So it's like these, for example, like Ethereum. Ethereum has like utilization of the blockchain. You can actually perform other transactions, and it can support transactions in the blockchain, and you can do other shit with it. So it's not
that's
just
right.
like for funsies.
So despite the claims by Hailey and her team, data analysis from platforms called Bubble Maps and Deck Screener indicated that only a small number of wallets controlled a majority of the positions.
Scam.
So then that kind of leads to the evidence of somebody within the circle
Yeah, it's her team. Yeah.
dumped it. We're not saying it's Hailey, but at the same time,
But the crypto market's not regulated yet, so like,
Absolutely,
no one's
so-
getting arrested for that one.
but also again to your point, maybe don't buy a coin.
Yeah, based on spitting onto a penis. Like, come on, use your head here, boys. But Boobcoin is super legit.
Oh yeah.
Bitcoin's
Boobcoin is
100%.
hella legit.
Don't buy
100%.
that.
Yeah,
Don't.
you
do
can
it.
always trust a
Don't
boob.
do it.
You can always trust a
don't
boob.
do it.
This is not financial advice until it's regulated. It's financial.
Yeah,
advice.
don't listen to this. Don't listen to this
Don't
podcast.
listen to this.
There you go. That's the news of the month.
I like it.
Love it.
We'll catch you guys next time. Tune in for next episode is going to be the Las Vegas mass shooting. That'll be next Tuesday, right before Christmas. And there you go, you guys. Anything else?
No, I'm so happy we had so much like hot news.
I know,
Yeah.
It
there's
was
a
like
lot.
all like
There's a lot.
fresh.
And we even missed some stuff.
Yeah, usually
Oh, yeah.
we're like behind the times a little bit.
yeah.
We were like, fucking, we're on scene.
We're
right
on
now.
breaking
This is
news
coming
today.
out. This
yeah.
is coming out Tuesday.
Tuesday. Monday.
Tuesday. All right, we'll catch you guys later.
Nighty night.